Do it. Say hi. Say bye.
Bye. Okay, so hi everybody. I'm new to YouTube, and this is one of my first videos I'm doing. My name is Andrea, and I just got the new Janome Memory Craft 6700P, and I'm doing the first unboxing. So at first glance, we have the cord.
Power cord.
We have the foot pedal. This is a pretty big foot pedal. Usually the home sewing machines are half of the size. An instruction manual. It's a pretty thin book. And then it has a CD. Which is kind of pointless because I don't have a CD player anymore and I don't have a DVD player. So I don't know how I'm gonna work that. Here is the lettering, the embroidery stitches, and then it has more embroidery stitches and all the button stitches. It's pretty cool because it has a knee lift, and for those of you who don't know what a knee lift is, I'll show it to you guys in a second or in a few minutes. I didn't even know what it was until the person at the shop showed me. Okay, and this is the exciting part because it comes with a lot of presser feet. I think it comes with like 17. So it comes with this one, the buttonhole stitches, and I'll open these. So I hope I don't lose them. So it comes with, they all just come like in a bag. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bobbins. This one, an F. Ooh.
A quilting foot?
Darning foot. This one. I don't want to lose this one. This one. A lot of these I don't know, I'll be honest, and I don't know what they are. So I have to kind of read the manual to see what they are. I've never had a machine this good before. I have no clue what these are for. So I'll have to read the manual of those. And a seam ripper. I have no idea what these are for, but I'll read it. A little...
What?
What is it called?
A flathead screwdriver.
A flat screwdriver.
Flathead screwdriver.
Flathead screwdriver. And then this. I don't know what this is for either. Comes with this on this little foot. Needles, an extra set of needles. And then this, and then one more. So it comes with a pretty good amount of feet. And it does come with 2 plates. And then here, oh, this is a bag. That's a cover. That's a cover, yeah. So this is so important for your machine because it's a dust cover. You don't want your machine to be full of dust when you start sewing, because if the quality of the sewing is not going to be as good. So this is a big plus. I don't know if it's leather, but it does feel like a plastic type of material. I think I need your help. This is a pretty big machine.
I don't know if it was over there, but it fell. Okay.
So this is the Janome Professional Memory Craft 6700P. 6,700p. However you want to say it. So there is some attachments. Oh, and it comes with it. So I don't. So the thing I really like about this machine is that it comes with this. This is perfect for quilting. It does have the ruler right here, and it goes up to 18. And it goes to centimeters too. It goes from 0 to 46.
Oh, thank God.
It has one more plate. So it has 3.
Did they lie to you?
No. So this is all metal. Well, it's not metal, all of it. This is plastic, but the bottom part is metal. The chassis is metal.
There we go.
And then this part is metal. This part is metal. So for the most part, it is metal, but there is some plastic parts on it, like this. But that is good because when you're sewing, you don't want to feel, when you're sewing at the highest speed, you don't want to feel a vibration. That really throws me off on my sewing, and like, it's not enjoyable.
Look what it brought.
So I'll turn it on and I'll show off these features in a moment.
These fakeness. So look, it brings a little storage compartment.
So it does come with a storage compartment. That's good because it comes with a lot of feet. And I really like it. So I can put everything in here. The storage plates, I can put them in here.
No, wrong one. I think those are at the bottom.
Oh.
No, I don't know where they go.
Oh. Well, I thought it was for it, but I guess not. But
They lied.
no, it does fit. It just doesn't go in all the way.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't. It doesn't fit it.
No, look. So it goes like this, I think.
All right. So where you put the other one, though?
I'm not sure. I didn't think about it. I thought it came with. Is that everything?
I think so. I think that's everything. Oof.
Oh, you're right. Well, it still fits. It still fits. I like that it came with a box because you can put all these feet in there, and they really thought about. They're really mindful about.
Are they?
The sewing. Why'd you turn it off?
I didn't mean to unplug it by accident.
Go plug it in.
It's alright. No, it's lighting.
Is there lighting? I feel like there's no.
there is.
Let me see. Okay.
Alright, let me set it up. I'll set it up right here. We have to do so much editing.
So the feet, I really don't know what they really do, but they do have a lot of measurements. So that's a very good thing in a machine. You do want a lot of measurements. That way you get very precise in your sewing. And I don't know why there's 3 plates, but I'm gonna read the manual, and then I'll probably post a video on that.
Boom. Good looking.
Can they see what I'm doing?
Yeah, they can see what you're doing.
Pedal. It's pretty big. I want to say it's like 9.5 inches. And then the cool thing about this foot pedal is that you take this thing off in the back and it comes wrapped around. Because with my other machines, with the foot pedal, I just have like the cord wrapped around it, and I know you shouldn't do that. I just do it anyway.
She's a rebel.
So that's pretty cool. And you don't even have to plug this. This is a knee lift. So this one, when you... Okay. So the cool thing about this knee lift is that you can do this. You just move it with your knee. And then right here, it'll have to do. Sorry, it's kind of hard to get on camera. You do this, and it'll put it up. You put it down, and then it'll come down. See? Okay. And so.
No, you gotta put it down. No.
Functionality to put 2 threads in here, and you can sew with 2 threads at a time. So right here, if you press this button, it'll do 2 threads at a time. Has all these bobbins. One is for your thread. I'm not sure what these are for. I have to read the manual. Your mode. So right here you have all your embroidery stitches, your straight stitch, your zigzag stitch. So you'll go to a different mode. So you go to mode 1, mode 2. Okay, so what he's installing is the back slot, and that is for this. So this is to this is held in place by this slot, and you have to install it. It doesn't come installed with the machine, and it does come with a flathead screwdriver, so you can install it. And then when it's installed, you just set it.
Get a real screwdriver.
What'd you say?
Get a real screwdriver. Don't use this little thing. It hurts my hands. And it's so loose. Oh, that's better. That's better.
This how it goes.
Yep, you can put it there so you can put it there like that, so you can see what you need or which one you need at the moment, and then whenever you're done. So this one's to, which one was it? Yeah, this one, so you can see which one you need.
And the last one
is to store it.
Goes down, so you can store it, or you don't have to see it. Which is a pretty neat concept, because there's nowhere in the machine so you can store this. You have to install the slot. If not, it's just going to be out on the table. So that does have to be installed. So this machine is pretty heavy. I don't know how many pounds in weight it is, but it is metal. And it does come with a plastic handle. I feel like I can't carry it from the plastic handle because if I do, I'm gonna break the machine. But the way you insert the extension is, and it doesn't have any wheels, so you kind of just insert it and that's how it goes. And then to take it out, you just pull it back and it'll come off. This is kind of annoying. So when you're using it, you do have to put this up because if you put it down, it's gonna be in the way of your sewing. So every time you use it, this has to be up like that.
Or you can put it to the side.
So one of the cool things about this machine also is that the faceplate is so easy to change. So you just press and then it pops up. And then you change the faceplate or...
Shoot, 25-year warranty.
But I don't know how to put it back in. I think you press it in. Here. Okay. So then you just press it in like that. But anytime you want to change your plate, you just press it in here and it'll change. And I do like that it does have, I've never seen this type of sheet of plate before, where it has the 45-degree angle, the 60-degree angle, the 90-degree angle, and the 120-degree angle. And it does have 1/8, 3/8, 5/8, 1/2, 3/4, 1 inch, and so on. So that's something I really appreciate because with that you can get really precise in your sewing. And then here's a bobbin. So this is a pretty standard bobbin case. Okay. This machine has a really great tutorial here on how to do it, but I will show you anyway. You put your thread in here, and you're gonna take notice of how you put your thread. So I have that, and I have it up here, and you're gonna put it through here, and then you're not gonna put it anywhere else, and you're gonna put it through here. Make sure it's on the top part right here and not on the inside. So it's up here, and you're gonna go all the way straight. You're gonna insert it to the top. You're gonna go in and out through your bobbin, and then you're gonna push this little lever. Make sure your machine is on. Ta-da! Okay, make sure your machine is on, and then we're going to press this button.
Let me get it. Where is it?
Okay.
Let it go all the way?
Why does it sound like that though?
Just let it go.
Okay. Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Hit the button.
No,
oh,
you're supposed to cut. I cut this. And then I just keep going. Then I... What happened? Oh.
Ooh, look at that spin. See, when it's done, it pops on its own and you're ready to roll.
Okay, and then you pop it off. And then...
Nice.
I know, I'm using my shears and I shouldn't. I should be using my little scissors, but I'm not, so. And then you just place your bobbin. The really cool thing is that you don't even have to look at your manual, it just shows you right here how to do it. So you put it in this way. And then you put it through this.
Under it. There you
And
go.
then let it come out. And then you cut it like that. And you put it back in here. Okay. And now, to thread it, we're gonna put it through here. We're gonna let it be up here. We're gonna put it through here. And then, we're gonna go through here, through this back piece right here. And then, we're gonna go through here, number 4. And then we're gonna go through here, number 5. And then we're gonna make sure we're in here. And then number 6, and we're gonna go in here. Gonna go in here. Okay, so after you've threaded it, this is gonna be the tricky part because I've never done one of these machines before. So what you're gonna do is come in here and put it through there, and then
I can see.
so you're gonna put your needle down and you're gonna put this through this little hole.
Where? Wow. Okay.
What that's gonna do, and then you put your needle back up.
How'd you put the needle down? Oh, right there. Ooh.
And you put your needle back up. And then here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull some thread and you're gonna put it through this little slit up here. So there's a little slit right here. You're gonna pull it through. So you see right there. And then you're gonna pull it. And then what you're gonna do is, there is a little thing right here, like a little plate, and then you're gonna cut your thread. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna lock your machine, because you don't want this to be moving while you're doing that, because if it does, and then you're gonna push it all the way down this little lever, and then it's gonna thread for you. You're gonna pull it up, and then you're gonna pull a little bit out, and then there you have a threaded machine. And then you have your bobbin thread, and now we have to try out the machine. Before I start, there's a few things I want to mention. You can unlock it by pressing it again. You can there's a speed setting, and there is also an up and down button. And this is for your needle, so when you press it, it goes down. When you press it, it goes up. This cuts your thread. So when you're done sewing, you cut it with this. This goes up, forward and backwards. And then this one is really important. This one ties off your thread. So let's say if you were doing a dart on a dress or on a shirt, you don't want to do this, because if you do this with the dart to tie in so your thread won't unravel, you're gonna, when you turn your dart and you iron it and you press it, you're not gonna have a smooth dart. You're gonna have a bulky dart. So you want to tie it off with this, and that's gonna have a really nice finish to it. Okay, so I want to show what this is. So this is for the pressure of your foot. So I guess it has 0 to 3, and mine is at 3. Okay. And then another important thing is that you don't even have to technically you don't have to use your foot pedal. All you have to do is use this to start and use it to stop. That's a very cool thing if you don't want to use your feet. If you just want to start it or stop it. That is a really neat feature. Also, that's also very neat for someone who... Okay. So this key right here is a mode button. So you select it, and every time you press it, it goes to mode 2. So it'll go to this mode right here. And then after that, you just... it'll tell you which pressor feet to use. So it's telling you to use A, in which we have A in there. It's telling you whether you should have your... You can keep switching through modes. And it'll go up to mode 3. So let's say we want mode 2. We're at mode 2, and let's say we want to do like a decorative embroidery stitch. We'll do 79. And then we'll just press 0, 79, and it'll go to 79. You reference it and you put 79. Make sure you have to put the 0 first, 0, 79, and then you do an F foot right there. And also, this tells you how big your length is. So that's really neat. These are knobs, and it'll go all the way from 0 to 9, and it'll beep when it's the end. And then this one will go from, it'll go 2.5 to 0. So this is the width, and this is the length. And it's pretty neat in my opinion. I mean, 9 is a pretty big number, because usually machines go up to like a 5 or maybe even less. So this is a pretty big plus. And then if you want to go back to straight stitch, you could just press mode 0, 0, 1, and it's already at 0, 0, 1. Oh, we're at the wrong mode, sorry. So it'll tell you the width is 4.5 and the length is 2.40, which is right here, and the foot is an A. And we are at stitch 1. So we talked about the knee lift. I don't have the knee lift on because I haven't gotten used to it. It takes a while to get used to it. But I've heard that once you get used to it, it's like the number one thing you'll use in the machine. I've had a machine from Walmart, and like those don't come with this. So every time, so if I move my leg, it'll make the presser foot go up or down. So if I go this, and it's really neat because it saves a lot of time. When you're sewing a lot, it saves a lot of time. Okay. So this is a file save button. So what that does is it stocks or recalls a program pattern combinations. So I'll do a whole video about that if you guys want. And it also registers or deletes your favorite stitch settings. This one, the starter key B, press this key to sew a pattern combination from the beginning. So that's what that does. And then the set, this is to set your settings. It customizes your machine to whatever you need it to. And this one is to lock your machine. So if you're sewing and let's say you need to do something with it, or you're working with this and you don't want, I have a dog, so accidentally he presses a presser feet because he's done it before. My daughter's here with me and she presses on the presser feet because she likes to. I don't have to worry about it because I've worried about it before. So this is to lock your machine. And it also does it to like prevent injury and stuff. So that's a very important feature. Okay, so to adjust the foot pressure, it should be set to 3 for regular sewing. So, and then it goes to 1 for extra fine fabrics. You never want to do it never lower than 0. And the good thing about this number right here, it tells you what your pressure should be. So let's say if you went to a certain mode and then you picked an embroidery stitch, it would tell you right here what your foot pressure should be. And it reduces the pressure for applique sewing on fine synthetics and elastic fabrics. So I think that's really helpful in a machine. So my machine is helping me. Okay, so this is 2 pieces of fabric folded together, and it's a calico cotton. So put your lever down, and then you can either start it from here, you can start it from your presser foot, and I'm gonna start it from here so I can show you. I have it at the lowest setting, pretty slow. Oh, I have to do. And you can't use this. You can't use this while you have this on. So you have to take off, unplug the presser foot. So you'll start it. And then I'm not doing anything with my feet. You're just sewing. Pretty slow. And this is good when you're doing like a turn. And you want to go pretty slow. Okay, or we'll go faster, or we'll go even faster. Okay, and then once you're done, if you want to tie it off, you can, but I don't want to do that. I just want to, or you can press this button. And put your needle position up.
No.
And then make sure you cut. And it'll cut it on its own. So all you have to do is put this lever up. And then you have your stitch. So it's pretty neat because this start-stop function is pretty helpful. You don't ever have to use your presser. And now I'm going to show you. This machine can, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of fabric, and it'll do it like a breeze. So, and then let's do medium speed, and then we'll start. This is pretty neat, and then we'll go. And it's not having any difficulty doing that. Put our needle up and then cut, and then press your foot up, and then you see how neat it is. One thing I really appreciate from this machine is that you can sew pretty sloppy, but it'll do the straightest stitch possible. I don't know how it does that, but it does. So, and I can show you this. I know it won't show, like the thread won't show as much, but look, I'm moving. I'll start it. I'll do the medium setting, and I'll do this. I'll be sloppy with my sewing, and then I'll do that, and then I'll cut. You see how it does like a neat line? It does a neat line. But if I did that on a regular sewing machine, it'd be so sloppy. Really, really, really sloppy. And that's what I really like about this machine.
Do it! Say hi, say bye.
Bye!